A billionaire tycoon once handed a stranger $50 and walked away having just made $500,000. Nobody saw the deal happen. Nobody understood the math. But that single transaction revealed the one rule that quietly separates the 1% from everyone else. Thomas had been running his company for 11 years. Decent money, constant stress. He was the kind of man who prided himself on doing everything himself. He drove his own car, handled his own scheduling, fixed his own problems. He called it discipline. The tycoon called it something else. One morning, Thomas sat across from a man worth $4 billion for a high-stakes negotiation. The tycoon arrived calm, no phone in hand, no tension in his shoulders, entirely present. Thomas was already running on empty. He'd spent the last 40 minutes fighting gridlock, dodging taxis, answering frantic emails at red lights. By the time he sat down, his brain was already half gone. The tycoon noticed. After the meeting, walking toward the elevator, he asked Thomas one question. "How much of your brain did you spend just getting here?" Thomas laughed. "What do you mean? I just drove." The tycoon stopped. "That's your problem. You think your energy is free. Most people believe doing things themselves is saving money. No cash leaves the account, so it feels like the transaction cost nothing. But that's the efficiency trap. Your brain has a daily energy budget. Every frustration you absorb, every low-level task you handle, it costs a withdrawal. And unlike money, that budget doesn't refill just because you walked through a door." Thomas didn't save $50 that morning. He spent $500,000 worth of clarity on a task a stranger could have handled for pocket change. He used a supercomputer to calculate the price of eggs, and he arrived at the most important meeting of his career already depleted. The average person asks, "Can I afford to pay someone else?" The 1% ask, "Can I afford not to?" If you spend your morning doing work someone else would do for $20 an hour, you've set your own value floor. You're not being disciplined, you're being an expensive clerk for your own life. Money is replaceable, focus is not. Marcus left that conversation and made one list. Every weekly task someone else could handle for under $25 an hour. He hired for all of it. 3 months later, he closed the biggest deal of his career. Not because he worked harder, because he stopped spending his best thinking on his worst problems. The poor trade their lives to save $1. The wealthy spend $1 to reclaim their lives. Stop guarding your wallet. Start guarding your mind. If you're following tycoon logic, you already know. Your clarity is your most valuable asset. If you're not following tycoon logic yet, now you know exactly what it's costing you.